This feels like 2020 all over again. I watched a short about the EO again, and I watched actually a few people that are in the nomad community that are calling out other nomads idiots and morons and retards and fearmongers. And why I say this feels like 2020 again, because it's got the same feels as vaxxers and non-vaxxers. The community is being split. You don't have to call anybody else out as a moron or an idiot for just thinking logically and actually being out here and seeing what's going on. My last video talking about this was saying that we already see the trickling in of this EO, and they never did need an EO in the first place to start pushing people out of cities. The EO is now just a green light, and we're going to see the trickling in of more city campers into rural or boondocking sites. And that's where I'm seeing the trickle down of people being pushed out of the cities. You already have van lifers, and if you're watching, leave a comment telling me how many knocks you got or how many times you've been escorted out of a city. I've gotten the knock, I've gotten the escort. And, you know, there's people out there saying, well, I've never gotten the knock, or I've never been hassled. I've never had trouble because I pick up my trash or I stay just within the time frame. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the trickle in of all the people that come from the cities that are going to just trash the place, which in turn is going to expand out that EO from cities now into public lands. That's all we're saying. We're seeing the trend, and the trend I'm seeing with the people that are calling people out for saying what I'm saying, that we're morons or idiots. The trend I'm seeing with you guys is you're either at paid campsites or in apartments or in your house talking about this. You're not out here. We're out here. So if you're gonna throw stones, at least be out here. You do the seasonal thing where you go to Quartzsite and think you're boondocking. We don't have trash out here. We don't have water here. We don't have a sewage dump out here. So it's kind of what's the word? Hypocritical to sit there and be in, you know, paid facilities or renting or staying at a friend's house or staying in a friend's driveway to sit there and tell the boondockers, the people that are out here trying to save some money, that we're idiots. Don't play the divisive game. Just think about things in other people's shoes. Like, you're probably in a better position to where you're not afraid to get knocked on or whatever, because you can just go back to whatever paid site you're at or friend's house. You know, some of us don't have the luxury of friends and family to land softly, so you don't understand the lifestyles that we have to go through. Everybody's experience here is different. Everybody's reasons out here are different. So, you know, let's stop with the name calling and just Think logically. You know, just because somebody sees something ahead of time doesn't mean, you know, that they're idiots. Like, you just gotta to listen. There's people out here that have been doing it for decades and telling you what I'm saying, and there's people out here that have been doing it less than a year, but they're experts. You know, another thing I think about with the people that are in the apartments or houses or friends' driveways or paid campsites that are talking about this are trying to be influencers in this space, and they want to sell you the goods. So they can't sell you, you know, anything van life related or get sponsored if you're talking the way that we talk. It hinders your hustle, and I get that. But again, you don't have to call people idiots. It kind of, you know, lets us know where you're coming from, and you know, really, like, what if we pull up on you at Quartzsite? You're gonna call me an idiot to my face, or are we gonna have a discussion about it? Because, you know, just calling somebody out as an idiot is idiotic. I mean, look at what happened with the whole 2020 thing. People were called out for being idiots because you didn't take it, and you were spreading something that the media was telling you, you know. And there's people now that have taken it and people that haven't, and they said the ones that haven't taken it, well, you're all gonna die. Oh, I must be dead. So anyways, let's be friends. This is a small community, and it's very divisive what's happening, and we're gonna run into each other. And seriously, are we gonna have a fist fight over this, or just have a discussion? Because there's one half of the camp that is scared to death about this EO, and there's the other half that are prepared, you know, like seeing what's coming and trying to prepare for it. So if you just think logically and listen to other people's sides, then cool. But right now, the whole "you're an idiot" kind of thing isn't helping. We're just getting divided up. There's got to be some kind of way, and right now I can't see it. And like I was saying, this is going to push so many more people into BLM and forests, and it'll push the people that are out here now into the paid camp spots, and those are already overcrowded. So just imagine, this is what I'm saying, it's just thinking ahead. They're already crowded, and you're going to get an influx. So that's all we're saying. We're not trying to fear monger, and I'm not calling anybody out there stupid. I'm just saying, think more long term. Plan ahead, because this is coming, and we just have to be ready. Be prepared. And don't be scared. We're not trying to pump fear into anybody. So that's all I got to say for today.